And that was my test. Like, are you gonna thug this shit out? Are you really going to do things for the right reason? Oh, this is gonna be a spicy video. Shout out to the official water of... No, this video isn't sponsored, but I would love for it to be. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I have a very spicy video to share, a very spicy story to share. But I'm ready. You guys loved my Get Ready With Me that I did last month, and I decided that each month I will be doing a Get Ready With Me and like a story time or something of the sort. So this month we're going to talk about how I was ready to be done. I wanted to be taken out the game, not the game of life. But I want to tell you how last month I was ready to end my channel, Keikobeauty as we know it, everything. I was ready to quit. Yeah, so let's get into it. Well, I'm gonna do my eyebrows off camera since I can't talk and do my eyebrows, so one moment. So I felt it was necessary to share my experience and kind of what I've been going through. I've kind of touched on it in a few videos, but I really wanted to delve into it because I just have a little advice for aspiring content creators or anyone that's already in this space or any creative, like anybody, because there's so many things you go through in this journey. And so I just want to take it from the top, tell you guys how I got into this if you didn't know. Pretty much I've always loved beauty, everything of the sort. And when I was in college, my friends would encourage me to be on YouTube, specifically my friend Ashley. Hey girl, if you're watching. And I always thought she was joking because at that time, like it was just Nitra B, Makeup by Tiffany D, like those were the top creators, influencers that I was watching, and I never saw myself in this space. I literally made my first video. It was a Sephora haul because y'all know I'm obsessed with all things beauty. And I didn't do it as a dare, but I just did it to test the waters. I had no expectations of myself, of my channel. I literally wanted to just try something new. I'm going to be using the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. I'm going to link all the products down below so that I focus more on the story and the word and not the products. We love it. So yeah, at this time, I had either just finished my master's degree or I was waiting to take my exam to get my degree. I'm not sure, but pretty much I didn't go to school to be an influencer. I didn't spend my whole life in school for this. And this is important because when I literally think back at my journey, I always tell people to think about why you started anything. And I literally started for the fun of it because I loved beauty. I loved sharing. I mean, my first video was a haul. Like I love consuming beauty and sharing it. So fast forward to last month. I've been on YouTube for probably 8 years now, and I was just getting to be so discouraged. I was so annoyed. I pre-film a lot of my videos so I don't have to film for weeks because I'll do like a whole month in a few days. And during that month in my downtime, I was just like so disgusted. I was disgusted with my lack of growth. I was disgusted with the fact that I have spent so many years on YouTube and poured so much of my time and energy. I literally spent all day yesterday editing videos, and I was looking at my analytics and I'm like, girl, why are you doing this? Like, literally, why do you put so much work into your channel when you don't get an eighth of what you put into it? I wanted to buy this software, Final Cut Pro, but I'm not somebody, like when I buy things, it has to make sense. So the way I was looking at it was, I'm not buying a $300 software when I don't even make $300 a video, okay? And I was talking to my family about it, and I was just so disgusted. I wanted to quit. I was so ready to make a farewell video and be done with it because You know, it's hard to pour so much of yourself into something and not see the fruits of your labor. And literally everyone I talked to said, girl, are you crazy? You are so great at this. Your audience loves you. I love what you have to say, what you put on YouTube. You have to keep going. And I was like, you're right, but like, this is not my full-time job. This is not my bread and butter. The money that I make from YouTube is cute. It's getting cuter, but it's cute. It allows me the opportunity to shop whenever I want and to save up for things, but it's not my bread and butter. And the time of energy that I put into YouTube, I was just like, this is not even worth it. Like, I could put this much energy into something else and make tenfold. So y'all, I was ready to quit. I was just thinking about maybe going down to 1 video a week because I do still love sharing. And that's what I had to remember. But I was really feeling defeated. I think I told you guys that like, I'm a real nerd. So like, I like to spend my time watching channels that are more popular than mine and getting ideas about editing and such. And as I started to watch specifically the Atlanta popular girlies, I was just like, you know what? You're searching for popularity. And you never got into this YouTube space to be popular. And I see what the other girls are doing for popularity. And that was when I realized that's not me and I don't want that. I think you guys know by looking at my channel, just by seeing the type of person who I am, I'm not gonna do anything for views. I'm not about to change myself into the popular girl who is popular and doing all the things that the popular girls do. That's just not me. And it was at that moment that I realized that it's like, you want your channel to grow. You want to have this be more successful. Of course, you want to see, you know, the profit equal how much effort you put in. But at that moment, I realized I was chasing popularity and I had to bring myself back because I never, ever want to be popular. So that was the first little lesson that I learned. And so after I made peace with the fact that I'm not giving up my YouTube channel, I'm going to continue posting. This is just a little bump in the road. This is really what I'm supposed to be doing. I had the best opportunity ever. So also at the beginning of the year, I acquired YouTube management. Shout out to you. And I also stopped taking a lot of sponsorships. Like last year, pretty much if a company contacted me and I liked what they offered, I would take the sponsorship. I don't do that anymore. I'm only doing sponsorships that I believe in because you can't buy me, you can't buy my opinion, you can't buy my time, you can't buy my energy. And most importantly, you can't buy my subscribers. Absolutely not. So if we're just being honest, the money has slowed down considerably this year. And maybe that's also why I was just like in a funk, because I will say this is the one thing that I've ever done in my entire life where the effort that I put on the front end, I don't get out on the back end. I mean, in my career, in my job, in school, anything else in life, I give my all, just as I do with YouTube, but you see the fruits of your labor. So that's one thing I have to say. If you are going into this influencing and this creative space, 9 times out of 10, you will not get out of something what you put in. Now, don't let that be a deterrent, because that can either work for or against you. And I'm saying this in the most humble way possible. There are people that I watch who don't put in a ton of effort. People who can put up a mukbang every 2 days and get 1 million views. That's considerably less work than, you know, a sit down video, a tutorial, something like that. So I'm not saying that there are people putting in minimal work, making a lot of money, and that's bad. No, what works for you is what works for you. But with my audience, I think y'all would watch regardless. But I don't have a popular channel where I can just put up anything online and you all support. And I had to realize that. I put in more effort than I get out of it, but that's just how it is on my channel. Now, it might not be that for you. And that, like I said, that could work for you. But on my channel, it doesn't work in my favor. But that's when I had to realize this creative journey, this influencer journey, it's not about skill. It's really about popularity. And I really, really mean that. I watch people all the time talk about things that they don't even know what they're talking about, but people eat it up. It is about how much people like you. It is about how much people can relate to you. It's not about how amazing you are. So specifically, if you're someone like me who comes from a world outside of being a creative, that's a hard pill to swallow. Nothing in life I've ever done, I've failed at. Nothing I've done in life I've ever quit. That's just not my personality. But when you start getting into these creative spaces, especially when you come from a different world outside of a creative field, you kind of have to look at work differently. So that was another lesson I had to learn. What is going on with my hair? And then at the end of last month, I had the biggest opportunity fall in my lap. I'm talking big. And it was literally right after I turned down a brand deal because this popular jewelry brand that all the girlies work with wanted to pay me $60 for a 10-minute exclusive video. I would rather pay $300 for the jewelry than to get paid $60 for my time. It literally takes me like minimum 3 hours to edit a video. Absolutely not. So when this opportunity fell in my lap, I felt like that was God's way of telling me everything's gonna be okay. Things are working out for you. Just continue doing what you're doing. Do what you do for the right reason. Don't do YouTube because you want to be rich. Don't do YouTube because you want to be popular. And I realized last month I was jaded because I was looking at the outcome. I was looking at the numbers and I was judging my experience based off of that. And that's a no-no. And I'll talk about my huge brand deal next month when it is finished, but I just felt so amazing. And it was the first time ever when I felt like, wow, like this is what I'm supposed to, well, I knew what I was supposed to be doing, but I felt like this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And this is the first time I'm being recognized for the great work that I do. And once again, I mean that so humbly. I'm not someone, I don't think I'm the best YouTuber on earth, the best beauty person, none of that. But I know what I do and I know what I do well. And so when this opportunity literally fell in my lap, that was just confirmation for me to keep doing what I'm doing. This is a new concealer, by the way, and I love it. And I felt like I needed that little period last month to see how badly I really wanted this, to see how much I was going to hold on and keep faith, to really see, like, do you just want this for fame or do you want this because you truly enjoy it? And so this is why, once again, I always say, like, those tough times in life, man, they honestly teach me more than the better times. And like when I have friends say like, I just hate that this is happening to me. Like, why would God allow this to happen to me? In my mind, I'm just like, why not? Who am I? I'm special, but I'm not that special. Who am I to be exempt from experiencing hardship? No, you can experience that too. And what I feel like I went through last month was to really bring me back to my core at why I started this channel. I started this channel to share my love of beauty. So moving forward, I am no longer focused on how much money I'm making. I'm no longer focused on my numbers. Would I love to grow? Absolutely. Would I love to see myself getting to experience amazing opportunities and working with more brands and seeing my platform elevate and elevate and elevate? Absolutely. But I also feel like when you stick to what's meant for you and you do things with the right heart behind it, everything else falls in line. So yeah, that was my journey last month. I just know if I had come on here and told you guys I was gonna quit, y'all would probably like try to beat my ass. So I'm really glad that the people around me were like, no, you're not stopping. Now, I'm not saying that in the future I won't go down to one video a week. I may, but yeah, things have been really picking up for me since I got that brand deal. And I'll be able to talk about it more in depth in the future. So many signs from the Lord, hey God, have been making their way to me. And I just feel like I had to ride that wave of uncertainty. And that was my test. Like, are you gonna thug this shit out? Are you really going to do things for the right reason? Or are you gonna be jaded by the fact that you're not on top with everybody else? And then I realized, you know what? I don't need to be on top. All I need to do is stay in my lane and focus on my subscribers and what I'm here to do on my channel. And that is not to be most popular. Yeah, so I had to share that story with you guys because so many of my YouTube and Instagram buddies who have since become creators, influencers, we've all gone through this. You don't know how many times people are getting started and they're telling me their stories of, you know, being afraid, like, are people gonna like me? Is my community gonna find me? So many times I talk people off the cliff of wanting to quit themselves. And I said, now who the hell would I be if I didn't take my own damn advice? You're sticking this out. So I wanted, one moment. Hello?
Oh, yes, ma'am. This is Alicia.
Hi. So I got a message from someone wanting to know about, I don't know. I really wanted to make this video to let everybody know that you're not alone. We all go through this. We all go through spaces and phases of wanting to throw in the towel. Because I think for a lot of us, we don't see the growth happening, but I think it's important in those times to realize that the growth is gonna come if you're doing this for the right reason, and to also realize that not everyone is meant to be popular. We are not all meant to be on top. I fully believe that. I also think that even though I've been on my YouTube journey for 8 years and I'm the most consistent person ever in terms of being on this channel for 8 years, and with the exception of 2 months have consistently put up 2 videos a week for 8 years. That doesn't mean anything. You still have to continue to grind and put in the work. Not everything is just gonna pop for you like it does for some people, and that's okay as well. This channel, it might be outwardly about makeup and beauty, but getting to have these kinds of chats with you guys, this is what feeds my spirit more than anything. To be able to let you know that, yes, I am a human. I go through my growing pains. I want to quit. I want to be done with it. We all have these moments, but like, how badly do you want it? Like, how badly do you really want it? So, you know, as hard as that period was for me last month, I'm so grateful because look at what happened on the other side. And honestly, since then, it's been sign after sign after sign after sign of things that I need to be doing additionally to my YouTube channel and my Instagram. And it just all leads me to believe that my channel isn't taking off how I would like, because this is not where I'm meant to stop. Like, this is not the end for me. This is not everything. What I have to offer is beyond the scope of putting up a video. And the funny thing is, my largest brand deal doesn't even require me to post content. You guys will probably never see it unless I'm just happy about it and want to post it, which might happen. But I'm seeing that there are so many ways to gauge success in this creative space. And it's one thing that people have always talked about in their creative journey. Like, some of the best opportunities come from working with brands. And so I'm really excited for this new journey of hopefully working with more top beauty brands and doing more amazing things. Just last week, I went to my very first influencer event. In this new space that I'm in, I just feel like I'm moving closer and closer into what I'm supposed to be doing and into giving you guys ultimately what you want. Hint, hint, what you've been telling me for a long time that God told me that I had to do. And I'm just focused on enjoying myself and doing things that feed me spiritually, like this video. So even though I'm putting myself out there and letting y'all know that I didn't feel like a failure. I won't say that because I don't think that could ever happen because I still put my all into everything, but I definitely felt defeated for sure. So let this be a lesson to everyone that even some of your favorites on YouTube go through their growing pains. We all go through times where we just feel a little bit stagnant, where we just feel like, God, what are you doing? What is happening? Why am I doing this? Is this even what I'm supposed to be doing? And more often than not, the answer is still yes. So hold on, keep your faith. And ultimately, some people might get to this point in their influencer creative journey and realize, I don't want to do this. I would rather go push paper in an office all day. And believe me, I love pushing paper. But this YouTube thing, it feeds my creativity in a way that I never really saw for myself, because I'm not this person in real life. Like, I'm very to myself, but being on this journey, it's just taught me so much about myself. And even this tough month that I had last month, it's like I had to go through that little bit of struggle to see that greater is really on the other side. And I had to see like how far I was really going to hold on. And I guess I'm glad for that little period, because it led to such greater. Next, I'm going to use this Laura Mercier blush in the color Ginger. Shout out Ginger. In the color Ginger, shout out to my girl, Brown Girl Lux. She told me about this blush, and she told me that I should put it under my eye before I put my blush on. I kind of feel like it acts like a brown girl friendly highlighting setting powder. I like the way it looks. I'm gonna have to like take pictures so I can actually see myself. It's almost like it gives me a cute little fleshy pop of neutral color. Okay, we'll go with it. I always love a good makeup tip. We love it. So thank you, Brown Girl Lux, for sharing that with me. Also, thank you guys for all your support on these type of get ready with me videos. I'm really enjoying sharing more of me on this new journey. It's like so many things are happening in this new season for my YouTube channel and my influencer journey. And part of that journey for me has been to really stretch myself, to do things that are outside of my comfort zone, doing things that make me uncomfortable, because I find that oftentimes those are the things that we need to be doing anyway. Things that are good for us usually don't feel that great in terms of idea. So I'm enjoying this new journey. I hope that with the changes you guys start to see that you enjoy it as well. I know I always have your support, so that, you know, that makes me feel good about this for sure. It's just crazy how things are happening. It's so crazy how you could have such a, it wasn't a dark month. I won't go that far. I won't be exaggerative, but it was a tough month. But on the other side, there's always some joy. I also wanted to put a little bit of eyeshadow onto my eyes today. You know, I just wanted to do something a little different. So I'm going to use the color Paris from the Master Palette by Mario. And I'm just going to lightly dust that on my eye up to my crease. Nothing too noticeable, but I just wanted something a little different. Because when was the last time that I've worn eyeshadow? We'll never know. Also, my cousin who owns Java Lashes is coming back out with her line of lashes. Right now, she is in the process of revamping, and I know I'll be supporting her. So I feel like, you know, I'm gonna be wearing lashes soon. I need to get back into the habit of wearing eyeshadow because I just feel like eyeshadow and lashes go so well together. Then I'm gonna put a little bit of Violetta in my outer crease area. Y'all, who am I doing eyeshadow? I told y'all, this new space I'm in, we are going there, baby. We are for sure going there. And I love it. I feel so light now that I've shared that with you guys. I was definitely keeping that in for a while because, you know, when you're in the thick of something, I feel like it's not time to share that with everybody. I don't want to ever like make you guys feel like I'm in this place that I can't escape. No, I want to work my way through it and then tell you when I'm on the other side because it was bleak. But it's just amazing how last month was so bleak and this month it's like night and day. Opportunities that are truly meant for me are making their way to me. And certain people are entering my life and there's so much positivity. It's just awesome. So like I said, I'm truly so grateful for those hard times because they teach me a lot about myself and they always lead me to better, for sure. So thank you, God, for allowing me to struggle sometimes. It's necessary, clearly. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard and they're like, it's better than yours. Damn right, it's better than yours. I could teach you, but I'd have to charge. What the hell is wrong with me? What the hell? Well, I don't know what it's looking like for y'all, but in person, I feel like I don't have on enough blush. Where is the blush? La 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 la. Okay guys, that is the end of this get ready with me. Here's the finished look. Nothing too out there amazing and fancy, but I do have on some shadow, so shout out to Anastasia Beverly Hills and Mario. We love it. I hope you guys enjoyed this very personal get ready with me. I hope it inspired you or encouraged you in some way. When I went to the Purpose Tour last week, one of the things that Keandra Jackson said, shout out to her, was that I think she was quoting Kendra, so I'll quote both of them, but she said, if nobody gets to hear the story, who did you help? And I will leave you guys with that. You know, a lot of things that I go through in my life are very personal, but when it comes to this influencer journey, my goal is to always help and share because I know for a fact that I am not alone, and I hope this encourages someone else to keep the faith, stay in this moment, to push through, and as bad as the tough parts may be, just enjoy them, shall I say. Sit with them, learn all you can, and just know that on the other side, there is so much better in store for you. That is my word for the day. Am I bowing to you in my Japanese robe? I might be. I love you guys so much for watching. I love you for your support, your encouragement, and everything alike. Don't worry, I am not leaving this platform. I'm riding it out. I'm enjoying it. I love you so much, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.